It's so exciting I've got my daughter here to do a bit of on-location filming, so I can at last show you what I want to show you for a while, which is the wonderful equipment that I use. Pip, once again, is being very good lying beside me. He just watches everything. So, I'm going to start off demonstrating my Phillips juicer, which we bought right before we left, mainly because it was small, compact, mobile, quick to clean, and so I thought, okay, I'll go for it. I wasn't sure how it would do, but I'm absolutely delighted with it because it's so small. Look how little it is, and that just actually stacks above the cooker. And then one of my biggest pride and joys is all the stuff from the juicer goes in this bucket, which lives under the seat here. So as I clean it, I put it back in here, I go off and wash it with the tap, and I put it back under the seat, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of, which probably sounds ridiculous. But this is how you assemble it. It's a Phillips. It definitely cost under £70. It was something like 65 or something. So that's the first bit that goes in. That's the second bit. Third bit. Fourth bit. I was a bit daunted at first, but once you get the idea of it, it's really... like that. And that's a little spout. So it does come with a nice little jug, which I can't find at the moment. That one doesn't fit under it, so I'll use that one. You might remember the great big lovely bottle I had for mixing juices. Well, that's now got detergent in it because we dropped an important lid in the loo, so we quickly needed a huge great container to put the detergent in. So I'm now back to pouring juices from side to side. What we tend to do is blend stuff and then blow into it with a straw to mix it all up. So this is my stuff to blend today. I'm doing a fairly basic blend. The only green is the cucumber because I've run out of kale. But I know my daughter and Martin both like a sweet juice, so it's going to be fine. So we take the lead, we plug it in. Feel free to ask questions. And off we go. This is the plunger thing. Turn it on. One cucumber, one carrot, one apple, one apple, one apple, another apple. And then I stop. There's always a little drip. Pour it in there.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it's a lovely smell. And carry on. I normally do this in the kitchen right next to the cooker, and you've seen how small that space is. It's so compact. I absolutely love it, and it's a really good strong one. You'll see with the fibre that I'll take out at the end. But it's got nearly all the juice taken out. We've got an American Champion at home, and it's almost as good as that, really. I would normally do a beetroot, but I'm not today. I'm more just doing it to demonstrate. So then, because I like to have some sort of citrus, I've got my hardy little hand citrus here. Hand squeeze. Love this thing. I love lime and lemon equally, so I'll alternate it, one or the other. And then sometimes I'll stir in flaxseed oil or apple cider vinegar with the mother, just to give it a bit of extra goodness. But this is just for actually Poppy and Martin today. So these are my two little, I don't know why everyone uses these things, it's just what's in vogue at the moment. So I pour in their lovely juice, and that should be quite yummy. Is that about half and half? I'll just go and get the straw.
Beep beep.
Poor Martin's lying on the floor because he doesn't want to be filmed. Right, do you want to taste yours, Poppy? Tell me how it is. Good?
Yeah, really good.
Right, so I'm equally clean about how easy this is to clean up, because you've seen our space, it's tiny. So if you just go back to here, this is how easy it is. So take all this, put it straight back in the bucket it came from, Now this is the bit that I had all the trouble with, my fibre. So I finally got to the point where I'm now throwing away my fibre. What I decided to do today is to keep the fibre of the day in the fridge, and if I use it that day in like rissoles or nut loaf or something, that's great, but otherwise throw it away, because literally the fridge has got so full. So I'll put it in there and throw it away later. And that's it. This goes back. You might as well watch right to the end. This goes back above the cooker. Fits in beautifully. And that's it. I'm going to go and wash this up with a tap in the campsite, and it goes back under the sink. That's one of the things I'm most proud of. Right, now we're going to move on to my beloved blender, which is what I bought first. And I wasn't going to bother with the juicer because I thought, well, I need the fibre, but then as you saw in the earlier videos, the carrots doesn't quite cut it, but I love having both. And I'm going to try today a recipe by one of my favourite YouTubers called JessicaBeautician, which isn't a name that you would think I would follow, but in fact she's vegan and I absolutely adore her recipes, all of them. She presents them so beautifully, and it's really worth having a look if you're keen on vegan recipes. JessicaBeautician, she's probably my favourite actually. And I'm going to try her nice cream recipe to demonstrate my blender. The blender is the Nutribullet Magic Bullet. It's not the very original, it's the next step up, but it's still, if I was buying again, I would go for the Nutri Ninja or even the one above that, because this does eventually leak and things get corroded, so I know it's not going to last brilliantly, but for what it does for now, it's great. You've only got these two size containers, which when I'm making it for 2 or 3 people, you want a bigger one. The one up, the Ninja, does have a 32-ounce one, which I think is probably a bit better. So how do we do this? Well, we start off with frozen bananas, which, as I've said before, any time bananas getting a bit black or manky, however horrible they are, you can always freeze them. She says 2 bananas. I tend to just go for whatever I've got. I've got a really black one there that came out of its container. So yeah, so you start off with this first. You put in a spoon of almond butter. This is her recipe, which I haven't done before. This is supposed to be salted caramel nice cream, which apparently is really delicious. A spoon of maca powder. We have this like this because we put it on cereal. And a little bit of almond milk or any nut milk to get it going. We've had to put crosses on our milk to make sure we don't mix it up so Martin doesn't get it in his coffee. So that goes in there, a little bit to start it off, and then at the very end we're going to add some dates to give it that caramelly taste. Now I do hope this works because occasionally it struggles a bit. Occasionally you have to give it a bit of a shake or even open it. Most of these fabulous YouTubers who post stuff, they've all got their Vita mixes, which are so much more powerful and strong. But I wouldn't even want one, even if I could afford it, to be honest, because they're so huge. So then I'm going to put in, and I do hope this works, my dates. Sometimes I forget if they're pitted or not, and I've forgotten if this is pitted. Poppy's laughing because I once made my Oreo vegan cheesecake with dates that still had their stones in. We remember that fondly. And no, this wasn't pitted, so it's just as well I checked. These are fantastic medjool dates. I freeze them and you can chew on them at night, and they're just really, really lovely. What I've been learning about dates recently is that they're fantastic for sweetening salad dressings, and they haven't got any fat at all, so I'm going to start being more adventurous with my salad dressings. Now I do hope this is going to work. I'll try with the mill. There's a mill blend and there's a regular stirring blend, whatever you call that. The milling is great for doing almonds and soybeans and things like that. So knock it all down. You're supposed to have little bits of the date floating in it at the end to give it the caramel taste. That looks pretty good actually, so I'll change my blending tool from the milling tool to the whatever else you call that. What do you call this one, Poppy?
I don't know.
I think that's pretty good. So that's fairly molten. I probably could have put a bit less almond milk in. If you've got a stronger blender, then do, and you get a thicker consistency. So it's a bit like very melted ice cream. I'll take advantage of popping on the camera just to show you. I made these little sweeties the other day, which is what Felicity put me onto, which was a piece of banana, a piece of date, a sprinkle of peanut butter, and then the chocolate mix made with cacao and coconut oil and cocoa butter, and they're really yummy. So I think I'll fill up these spots in it with some of this lovely stuff, so it'll be well frozen by tonight, which is when we'll come back and eat it. We're going to go around Krakow today and do a bit of sightseeing. And hopefully my daughter will enjoy this for her pudding tonight. And I suppose taking time. This would normally be more scoopable. It's definitely a bit wet. But then if it hadn't been this wet, it might not have blended it as well as it did. This is like that one I sent you, Poppy. It was spilling all over the place, and then you just had the person eating it at the end, like it was something gorgeous. You know the one I mean?
That looks good.
Yeah, I think it probably should be okay.
Do you think peanut butter would be nice in that?
Actually, that is really gorgeous. Honestly, I've made some nice cookies before. Have a taste. I think it's the maca that makes it really special. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's it there. That's how my machines work, and that's how I make nice cream and nice juice using these two fabulous things. And these, of course, are so easy to wash. I wash them and put them straight back on, and they just live up there as well. And this does too. Look, I'll show you how it fits in, just to prove that you can carry these machines in a little or a big caravan like ours, but with limited space. And that's it. So we'll be back soon with an interview with my daughter about her vegan experiences in Africa and a tour of our campsite and eating places in Krakow. Bye for now. Bye.